What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another special edition of the Mommy Did It podcast. I'm your boy Jay Leg, and
Your
she.
girl Jess, aka R. Lean. That's my middle name. Don't call me that because you don't know me.
You don't know her. What is going on, Jessica? How you doing? How you do?
Whole lot of packing, whole lot of cleaning.
You do a lot of packing, you know.
Yes, and watching movies because I like to do that when I do
She ain't
stuff.
got nothing better to do but watch TV and pack and get ready to move.
Yeah, it'd be me, the movie, and these suitcases.
That's what's happening. Well, I
How
wish
have
you
you
feel
been?
well. I've been doing all right. Out here working, just putting in that work. Oh, my candle.
Here he go, lighting that candle.
I
Ugh.
got a, I got a fresh one.
About time because you was reaching that candlestick way down in there.
No, this is a different one. I got another one. Hold on, let me get it. It's over here.
Okay, that's unnecessary, sir.
It
You
is
can just
necessary. Hold
light
on,
that
pause.
for
Talk to
me.
the people.
It's just so unnecessary. This is the stuff that makes us different because I would have just sat down.
All right, I'm back. I got it.
Making all that noise.
I like my candles. I want the ambiance when I'm on the Mommy Did It podcast because you know why? Mama, I did it. I bought this candle and I'm gonna light this joint.
You need to use the new candle.
This one
You
got plenty
you
candle
need a
left.
torch just to light that thing up.
Man, look how much candle left. Oh, that we ain't sponsored. I'll turn this around. Look how much candle left. Anyway,
You look
guys,
good.
thank you for
I put you
tuning
on
in.
candles on the low.
Low key, you did. But you know what? The Bible really put me on candles because it said, keep your lower lights burning. You make sure you have enough oil in your lampstands and not about
What did a
I'm not
lamp
sure.
become a candle?
If I cut these lights off, this gonna be a lamp.
It's
This
still
right
a
here gonna be a
candle.
lamp, boy.
It's still a candle.
Guys, if this is your first time tuning into the Mommy He Did It podcast, thank you so much. We love it here. We love you being here. Please stick around. We got some good stuff going down over here at the Mama He Did It podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend, then come on in. Make sure you go follow us on all social media: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere. Make sure you go leave us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Pandora, Spotify, and all the places you get your podcasts. Wherever you get them, you can find us there at the Mommy Did It podcast or at Mama He Did It. Yeah, I got it out. All right, so Jessica, I'll let you. We gonna get into it, okay? So I'm gonna let you go first today, and I'm gonna just follow your lead. I got some tea, but I need to write my tea down. I'm slow. I be forgetting. Ooh. But go ahead. What? I'll let you take
It's on
control
your
of the show.
phone.
Huh?
Oh, let me escape out of here. I gotta where that stuff at? Let's see. Make sure I don't accidentally exit out the podcast. Okay, so today we're doing it.
Uh-huh.
Today we're gonna propose the question to the opposite person instead of going just explaining why we're pressed. We're gonna give a scenario and ask them why would they be pressed in that situation. So, for a little backstory of the question I'm about to ask, like I said, I've been packing and I've been binging. So last night I watched 1.5 movies, the ones that I'm referring to, because I caught the back end of one. And it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way on some of it because I was like, this really happens and I want to hear your perspective on it. So basically, in the first movie, it was this older gentleman. He was white, right?
Uh-huh. White, like my shirt. Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Uh-oh, she froze. She froze like the chicken. Take out the freezer, put it in the sink, pour some cold water on her so she thaw out. Come on, Jessica. Come on,
okay, am
Jessica.
I there? I see
There you
myself
go.
stop, so I didn't say nothing.
There you go. Keep on rolling.
What did you hear last?
It was an old white guy, right?
Okay,
there.
that's all I said. Okay, so it was an old white guy. He got himself caught up in the cartel making deliveries for them. Right? I know it's a jump, right? But anyway, fast forwarding to the movie, I was like, dang, that's crazy. So the FBI. Okay, let me turn to the hotspot.
I'm gonna let her get that.
Let me just.
In the meantime, well, her Wi-Fi is Wi-Fiing I'm gonna talk to y'all. So today, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be productive, right? So well, actually, this was yesterday. I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wash these clothes. I'm gonna fold these clothes. Usually, I wash them. I don't fold them for about. I wash them on Sunday. I usually don't fold to about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or the next Friday or next Saturday. It may be 2 or 3 weeks available. But anyway, I did it. I feel productive, and Jessica's back. There you go.
Okay. Am I better?
Yes,
Kind of, sort of. Okay, we're gonna see. This is the
yes,
best it's gonna
yes,
get,
yes.
folks.
You better.
Okay, so that was the last part you heard.
It was a white man cartel. Yeah.
Okay, so he was making deliveries, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reason he was doing this to get money so he could pay for his granddaughter graduation to finish school, basically. Anyways, fast forwarding, the FBI, whoever the people was, looking and trying to bust the cartel because he had been doing this for some months, and he was like, he had became they like best driver because nobody ever suspected him because he was just an old white man and he would talk to folks. He even sat down. He was at the hotel where they came to look.
So
But
he
this
was
is part
undercover Uber for cocaine.
basically. I mean, he was just like an old white guy driving a big old truck.
Okay.
No problems. Um, and when he didn't know what he was delivering at first because they told him never to look into the bag. That's sketchy to start with. But then he found out, but then he was stuck because they was like, we own you now. So he kind of was stuck in that position to do it or he was going to die, basically. But anyway, so he at this hotel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like somebody had snitched about that he was supposed to be there, but they didn't know what he looked like, right? So now they have to try and identify who could possibly be the person, right? So they in their little van, they trying to scope out the hotel. They see him walking and stuff. They're like, they completely write him off. No, he's just an old man. Da, 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 da. Then they see this. It's a younger white guy. He's big and muscular and strong. They kind of profiled him a little bit because he was beating on the ice machine because he was mad. So I mean, kind of does look sketchy for an FBI agent to look for somebody angry. Then they was like, oh, there's a single black guy. He probably is a prospect too. And I was just like, see, this is what makes me upset. Okay, so that was the part of that. And what's crazy, they walked past the old man and like they spoke to him. And he was like, yeah, that dude down there at the ice machine was beating on the ice. I just wanted some ice. Like, and then they was like, yeah, just, stay in the room. Like, no complete idea. Then turned out, they find later on down the line, they catch him. He actually had breakfast with one of the police officers and he told him, have a good day. They never suspected nothing. Then when they caught him, he was still nice to him. He was like, it happens. You be safe. Da, 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 da. That would have never happened if it was actually the black guy. Then the second movie with Tiana Taylor, what's the name of the movie? I had on my, I got the movies to watch.
1001.
1,000. Look at you knowing the movies.
Yeah, I'm out here in the movies.
Okay, so that one, and then like the young boy, he was walking with his friend down the street, and then some cops were walking in the opposite direction. They was like, hands on the wall, da, da, da. Check, y'all got anything on you? Like they was just profiling. So basically, if you were in these scenarios, would you be pressed, and why so?
I wouldn't be pressed.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be pressed, and here's why. This is America.
Don't make it right.
I never said it was right, but I mean, if you black and have lived in America and are old enough to realize that you black and in America, you've probably been profiled once or twice in your life. Whether you know it or not, you've been profiled.
Yeah.
The few people that have received physical run-ins with the law and or have been followed, any type of stereotypical he's doing this, she's doing this, they're doing that because they're this color. You probably you've been profiled. I've been profiled before. Probably it won't be the last time I be profiled. People automatically see you and they feel threatened. Now the funny thing about it, it was Juneteenth a couple weeks ago. Actually, it was last week. It was Juneteenth, and I've been on the civil rights slave movie spree.
Oh my god.
Amazon Prime Video.
I
Listen to
can't
me.
stand watching slave movies with you, bro.
Listen to me now. They got the best civil rights slave documentary slash movie slash tell all. They got it all. And so I'm binging, and it's like low key. The moral of the story is if you black, you really can't win. And you can win, but your win really ain't a win compared to everybody. Like your win may be a win compared to the other blacks, but compared to somebody else different color, you ain't winning for real. And so I say all this to say it's to be expected. Me and my fiance, me and Kyle was having this discussion about kids because I can't stand bad kids. Like bad kids, bad kids anywhere, especially in church, in the store, or just somewhere where they need to be quiet. I can't stand a bad kid. And so it was this bad kid, and I was like, oh, I can't do that. And somehow we got on the topic of raising kids, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't. And she was like, well, we ain't go. She said, I can see it now. My kids gonna have to come to me for the love because you're gonna be super tough. I said, that's just not true. I'm gonna love my kids down. It's soft life at home, but when you outside this house, you are tough and you are respectful, and you gonna be acting right, basically. Like, and she was like, but you're gonna be hard on them. I said, you have to realize. I said, I'm 6'6", right? Her granddaddy is 6'8". The likelihood of your child being big at a young age is pretty high. And so I was saying, I can remember when I was growing up, and I didn't understand at the time because I guess it wasn't the time for me to understand. But
I remember.
And a child shouldn't have to think about this life like this. But I could vividly remember being 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, playing in the store, like all kids do. When your kids go with the mama to the mall or the parents to the mall, what they do? They run around, play in the hangers, hide and seek behind the clothes rack because you can't see. Oh, we ain't that tall, but we can look through. And so I can vividly remember my mama getting pissed. I mean, mad about our mama being super duper mad about me specifically playing in the store, and wouldn't never say nothing to you, but would wear me out. Like
remember, you were more playful than me as well.
I was, but that a child shouldn't have to do that.
But it was because you was way bigger than your average age, and you were a little black boy.
Exactly, and that's what I was trying to tell her. I was
not
yeah. Black boy. I was trying to tell her that I'm black, and at the time I was 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm playing in the store, and I don't realize my size.
You like my 5'10" at 7.
Yeah, not what that tall. But I was bigger than most kids my age. So when they saw me, they didn't see a 7-year-old. They saw a 10, 12-year-old. They didn't see. And so that being said, just me being off size alone, you can't act like this because you bigger than everybody and you black. You can't do that. So that had to be introduced to me at a young age. Even playing basketball in the city league, mama had to carry during birth certificate everywhere. Everybody thought I was playing 12 under, 12U. These Bammers think I'm 15. Like, and so the thought of you being a and that's just size, but this literally go with everything. Like for instance, you could be staring off into the distance, and a person can walk by you and just think you just mad at the world, and you're not mad at the world.
Multiple times, a lot. It happens a lot for me.
If you've never been in the elevator and a woman clutch her purse, like, man, that's disrespectful. If I want that purse, I get that purse. I'm not.
There's nothing you can do to stop that man from taking that purse.
Man, I promise you, if I want your purse,
man is stronger than the woman,
and I'm way bigger than average. Like if I want your purse, I'm gonna get your purse and everything in it. So don't clutch your purse, right? And so, that's where it comes to. Almost saying, not saying a person has to be a certain way to be deemed as such. Because to me, in my opinion, you should act how you act. Everybody else has to perceive you how they should perceive you. But that's just what they got to live with, right? I'm not code switching. I don't change my voice nowhere I go. Never have, never will. This is how I talk. Now, when I talk, I'm going to talk respectful. It's certain words I may or may not use, but that don't mean I'm changing the tone, the dialect, and the depthness of English that I'm gonna use around certain crowd. And so when you talk about being stereotyped, when you're being profiled, junk happens. But growing up being this way, I already knew. It's kind of like watching a soccer family, or like when a parent has a bunch of kids, or just kids in general that play sports or cheerlead or whatever, and those kids die hard, good at basketball, good at football at a young age, and he get to high school and he the best there. I mean, he been the best everywhere he been, right? So that person been good everywhere they been. So it ain't no big deal that I'm better than you here at the high school level too. I'm better than you at the college level. I've been good my whole life. I'm good in the NBA. I was good when I was 10. Like it ain't no big deal. And so I guess it's the same thing.
I guess. I wouldn't say it as far as that's the exact same thing, but I definitely can see how they replicate. And the only reason I say this is because when it comes to stuff like I'm just using the example you said, like sports and stuff like that, like those come with rule parameters. Like we have a referee, we have something, we're supposed to have somebody that's judging it per se. It's supposed to strictly follow the law of that sport, which is most likely normally held to a pretty good standard in sports in comparison to what happens in real life, where it's like agencies or governmental agencies, like they know the law, but then again, the other like past games, in this instances, past games might have taught them something, and so now they're suspecting something. Sure. Okay, calm down, not too much. But so I think it's that the increase of profiling per se is a lot larger in real life than it is in sports. Like we expect LeBron to run somebody over in a basketball game.
That's because you've seen it, though.
That's because we've seen it. But when it comes to real life, they've seen one person do it, but now they assume everybody else will do it. And that just ain't right. We know LeBron can do it because LeBron is capable.
You got to listen, bro. This the thing. Like, my rebuttal to that would be, like, for instance, right? Same thing with I stick with the LeBron narrative. So, look, me being black, the cop has seen somebody black shoot somebody. Okay. He sees somebody black steal money and sell drugs. He's seen that. Now he assumes I've done it. But me knowing how the game works, just like how LeBron know when you come down the court, sit up in a 2-3 zone, I'm going to shoot you out this zone. Meaning I'm going to shoot threes till you come out of here. Now you got to come guard me one-on-one. Now you got me one-on-one, I'm going to the rim. He know that. He know the game. It's the same thing with me being a black man in America. I know the game. I know for a fact when a white person see me, or just people in general, all races be a little racist to black folks, to be completely honest.
I think everybody racially profiles everybody, and even in the smallest.
You absolutely do.
I think it's been embedded in us almost to do so for our own protection, or just from nature versus nurture.
Because when I found a white person that can cook like my mama, I was like, oh.
Who you grew up with?
You cooking.
Been around.
When I see a white person some rhythm, I be like, oh, okay. You get to it, boy. You get to it.
We hyped them up so hard. Anytime you see that happen in a black event, they get hyped up the most, even if they can't dance. We be supporting for real.
And so, but you know how the game go though. Like, if I'm used to getting hit in the face every time I walk in my house, well, the next time I walk in my house, I'm gonna start doing what? I'm gonna start grimacing, and then eventually I'm gonna start ducking.
I hope you a duck.
Well, I'm saying you're gonna grimace the first couple times, then you gonna start ducking. Then you're gonna be quick with your ducks. Like you gonna get like how the game go. You get used to it, you adapt, and that's all it is, just adaptation. Now, am I not pressed that it's happening to me and ain't happening to everybody else? Of course, it bothers me that I gotta go through this. Nobody else gotta go through it. But that's how the game go. I know how the game go before I even get in the game. Like you literally know.
Yeah, I guess just like how you said, like a cop has seen a black person do this or a black person do that, but it's like you have equally seen someone of this race do that, and but the same benefit of the doubt is not always extended in every situation to every person.
But can you?
And I understand they have to. I understand in certain situations they have to think really fast. They have to consider their safety, but it's just like in their job, they almost have to think the worst, but then sometimes it provides the worst reaction to something that didn't require it. So I don't know how they can find the balance between that, but it needs to be something.
To me, sometimes you got to look at it like this, right? By me knowing how the game go, I can protect myself by playing the game with you. For instance, I know, and this is a lesson learned from my parents. I know when I'm talking with certain groups of people and certain levels of superiority, I don't know how to say it,
Superiority.
superiority. Yeah, I didn't know if that was a word. Superiority above me in a professional setting. I know how to get through it. Hey, everybody, whether they admit it or not, like their ego stroke. Man, I'm trying to get like you, my wife. Man, that is fire. How did you do that? I'm asking questions. Really? Man, I got to figure out how to do that. Can you teach me that? Even though I already know how to do it. But can you teach everybody like the ego stroke? It's how the game go. Like I know how it is. Like the situation been the situation since the beginning of time. When they brought us over here in the 1600s, we've been here since the 1600s. We've been thugging out. We was in bondage for 400 years. We got out in the 1800s. Then we went to a whole nother struggle trying to get some rights. Now we got the rights. Now we're just trying to exercise the rights to perfection. We want it all. And so that bothers a lot of people. But how do I get over it? Sometimes you got to stroke the ego. And yeah, I don't stroke no ego. Eventually, you're going to have to stroke somebody's ego. Because it's going to be that one person that don't want nothing to do with you until you stroke the ego. I've seen it firsthand, even in college. In college, man, I used to go, bro.
Okay, before you go
Because I
there,
went to
I feel like this example is going to be really great for the risk to reward of stroking the ego.
okay, risk to reward. The reward of stroking ego. For instance, when I was in college, I went to a PWI, and 95% of my professors were white and or not black. Like I don't think I had one black. The point being, I had one African American studies, and that wasn't even in my major, but I just took it as elective. But 95% of my professors were white and or indifferent. The ego being stroked was such. I don't know how to do this, right? It's clear I don't. I'm trying to learn how to do it. So what do I do? You could think a lot of people see this as being a good student. I played it in two ways. I'm black, I'm coming to you. So you already got a preconceived notion. Most people do. A lot of people don't. I ain't gonna say everybody does, but I feel like some people do have a preconceived notion when they see a black man come to them about something this higher education, right? So I go in here, I'm asking questions, legit questions that I don't know the answer to. Then eventually I see you outside of class. I'm not talking to you about work or school at all. I'm just seeing how you doing as a person. Genuine, but yet with a purpose. All right. Then I go back over and over again, asking questions whether I know or don't know the answer to them. I want to learn how to do this. Can you send me extra material? Uh, Dang, that's cool. What you doing this weekend? Whether I'm interested or not. Everybody like the ego stroke. I passed 99% of my classes because I was stroking egos. Bro, I
Yeah.
didn't. I promise you, bro. I was not all qualified to pass some classes. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I did not know all that stuff. But what did I do? I go to these office hours. I build a relationship with this person, whether they like me or my kind or not. And I'm going to stroke your ego. I'm gonna play you like a fourth quarter basketball game. I'm gonna start with the introduction. Once I get to the introduction, I'm gonna break you down, try to figure out ways I can get around this situation. Meaning, I'm gonna ask questions. Number three, I'm gonna execute the question. And number four, I'm gonna finish at the rim with the test. And you gonna know me when you grade the test, because I've been at your office. I already tell you gonna know my name. It's hard to fail somebody you like, and I'm gonna smile in your face with these pearly white teeth. So
Yeah.
that's how I struck the ego. Man, I had teachers, bro, out there in the union. Man, what's up, my guy? No cap. These are not black people. And I ain't no kisser. I don't kiss no booty. But I stroke ego. I'm not all in your face trying to get you to help me. I'm
Yeah.
not that dude. But what I will do is come to
You
you
just
as
make
a
sure you
person.
well known. Yeah.
It ain't a person on earth I'm scared to talk to. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It just ain't. Because everybody's a person. At the end of the day, you put your pants on one leg at a time, your stomach get to hurt, you use the same tissue I use. It ain't everybody out here is a person. I ain't scared to talk to you. Same way with the police. I got pulled over by the police not too long ago. And how you doing, officer? Here's my license and registration. He was like, "Oh, you good? It was just a warning. Just slow it down. Thank you, sir. Have a blessed evening."
What am I code switching? Told him, thank you, sir.
No, I didn't say it like that.
That boy said, thank you, sir. Got your Carlton on.
Hey, no, I ain't saying it like that. But I'm just saying, like, but for real, like, how you doing, officer? I'm having a good day. Yeah, you pulled me over, but have a blessed. No ticket was distributed. Man, y'all better be nice to these people.
Listen, in that same movie, the one with the old man, they had pulled over this black. They was looking for a black truck. This dude had a black truck. It was a Latino fella. He got out. He said, "My hands are up. This is the worst 5 minutes of my life. The scariest 5 minutes of my life." And they were like, we were just checking it. So they was like, "You got any?" Because they was looking for drugs. They were like, "You got any drugs in the car?" Da da da. He was like, no drugs, never have been, not gonna be, da da da. And then he was like, they was like, calm down. He was like, "This is the scariest 5 minutes of my life. A lot can happen." And they was like, "You're good to go." Yeah. He was like, "Thank you for your service. Appreciate you, officers. Y'all have a good day."
No cap. But see, that's
real life though. That's real life.
And that's the reward to knowing when and when not to play the game. Like the reward.
I'm not gonna be mad at this officer. Like, I don't know what he pulled me over for, but I'm gonna be cordial because I don't know. He has every right to do whatever he's supposed to do. So I'm gonna just cooperate. Now, if he try to play me, then that's a difference when I know I ain't did nothing. But I'm still not gonna be disrespectful. I think that's where a lot of people go wrong.
Yep.
They start getting disrespectful.
The reward to stroking the ego in college was passing and graduating. That's the reward. The reward to stroking the ego at your job is to keep it and or get a promotion. The reward to stroking the officer's ego is to go home ticket free.
And it's simple.
Play the game. You know the freaking game. We done seen it on Instagram. We done seen it on Facebook.
It's so many things.
We done seen movies, history, books. Bro, we done seen it all. Play
so many freaking clips game. On how to deal with like situations like that. Like it's so many like informational ways. Even if, like if you conceal carry or if you not, or just how to like deal with being pulled over and what you should do in that situation to let them know that you are trying to protect not only your safety, but make sure they don't feel threatened in order to do something that they shouldn't have to do anyway.
Now, have I ever ran into a person of power like a police officer or somebody like that was prejudiced? Of course I have. But how do I play the game even with them? The people I was referring to earlier was just people that just had a preconceived notion of who I was.
Right.
The person that is prejudiced and or racist and or just don't like you at that day. It's a way to play.
A bad day.
It's a way to play that game too. Talk in a low tone of voice. Don't be yelling. Be still. Yeah. Listen. Respond clearly. I promise you. Now, granted, it could still go left. I'm not saying it can't go left.
Yeah.
But people are people. Like you, people. It's from evil. Let's be honest. I believe, truthfully, 85% of the people on Earth. I'm gonna even go 90. 90% of the people on Earth are good people, but there are that select few of people that just make life bad for others.
Yeah,
and you have to take them into account when you run it, because you got dirty cops. I believe,
and that's in every profession. Like you have good and bad people in any and every profession.
Right? You got people at a software company that's evil people, and you also have that select few that ain't. But you just got to know how to play the game. And see, sometimes it takes playing the game and winning to understand how to do it. It also takes time to play the game and watch. Like you got to watch other people lose.
From other people's mistakes.
Bro,
yeah,
that's why I've been watching
really the key, for real. Like you really, like I'm not gonna lie, I missed out on so many whoopings because I seen what you did to get yours. So I was like, I ain't doing it at all. You gave me the blueprint of what not to do.
Bro,
stuff, so I ain't do it.
I watched a doggone slave movie the other day. Bro, this Negro talked such a good game. Matter of fact, it was 12 Years a Slave. I hadn't seen it in a while, so I was like, I'm gonna run it by it. This Negro talked such a good game.
A long movie.
It was good. This Negro talked such a good game, bro. He talked himself out a whipping. Not a whooping, a whipping.
And a whipping.
It's different.
Totally different.
Whipping got blood and meat skin,
Whipping
back
is
skin.
you need some
Hey,
medical attention.
whipping mean you finna have these
Yeah,
scars for
that's when
life.
you would call CPS folks, not a whooping. Whooping is
Yeah.
discipline. Whipping,
Nah, you.
they need to be sent to jail.
Nah, see, yeah. See, whipping, hey, they gotta die behind that.
Yeah, that's like taking you to the furthest point
Yeah.
possible.
Whipping, you got, hey, whooping, you call CPS. Whipping, you call on the Lord. There ain't nobody else can fix me. But anyway, this son gun Solomon talked such a good game. He talked himself out of a whipping. He was like, Master. Now, granted, this is stroking the ego, not kissing butt, but explaining clearly, stroking ego simultaneously to reduce the chances of whippage. He was talking such a good game. Bro, he was talking such a good game. He calmed the master down from here to here. And the man dropped the whip and walked away. So you can do the same thing with an officer that's very, very racist. You got to talk clearly. And believe it or not, every racist officer is not white. I'm going to keep it.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact. Let that be known on Mama He Did It podcast. We're not just bashing.
I'm not bashing just white. I'm not bashing
so
no particular race.
White. It could be you could be good or bad and be of any race.
I done seen some messed up black officers.
What be worse than some of the ones you think will do you wrong?
I'm trying to tell you, Jika, he black. My first ticket was a black dude. I was like,
boy. I was in the court.
I was like, my boy. When I see him get out of the car, I was like, oh, we good. This my guy.
I was still like this. We recorded.
Yeah. She needs. Hey, in my head, I'm like, bro, we good. It's my guy, but this Bama still gave me a $250 ticket. Anyway, that's his job, but still, I want to speed for everybody was speeding. But
I didn't even.
Yeah, you just
either.
got. So oh me,
no, I be good at U-turn too. Bama he did. We sure did pass him. That's why most of them don't do that.
On a one lane.
It was the end of the month. He needed that extra ticket.
Bro, I should have.
That's crazy that they make them have quotas. Like, aren't they like supplied by the government? Like, why they need a quota?
That's low key racist.
It's really that's like what's the word? Not scheduled.
Targeting.
Yeah, like it's like deliberate targeting, like enforced lawful targeting. Like granted, I know we aren't supposed to speed. But like, if you have a quota you have to meet as each officer, like that's like now you even if I go if you got to make your quota because you got to keep your job and feed your family, now you are forced into doing something that you normally would not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But it is what it is, guys. Just be safe when y'all in these situations. Think clearly. I know a lot of times your anxiety. Yeah,
discernment.
God damn, let me talk. I can't get a word out. Your anxiety, your nerves, your jitterness. Just breathe, think clearly, because sometimes if you think clearly, you can think again. Like don't be out here just thinking irrationally, and you don't get the chance to rethink. The next time you thinking about it, you in heaven or you in jail. Let's think about it clearly in the moment so we can get through it. All right.
Let's not leave out that option because you said heaven. There's a hell. So,
woo! Church at the Mama He Did It. But anyway, so Jessica, what is your verdict?
My verdict on the whole thing is that you are absolutely right. I did not expect you to start off how you did, but I loved it. I appreciated the honesty of the view of a black man in America. So I appreciate it. We rule in favor of defendant J-Leg.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, jury. Thank you. I'm free. Free at last.
Oh my gosh, you watched 2 minutes
free at last. That is Martin Luther King. You remember you used to say Martin Luther King like Dr. Martin Luther King?
I used to love him so much. Like I literally was almost obsessed with Dr. Martin Luther King.
Junior. Sugar baby. Dr. Martin Luther King.
I thought he was the best thing walking. Even though he was walking.
Jessica, I got the question of why you press. I want you to hear this scenario.
Oh, did he just exit out of the podcast? I think he did, y'all. He just knocked himself out. Lord have mercy. Bless the Lord on my soul. Here you go. What did you do?
I hope it was still recording. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
I
still
did.
recording. I said, no, he just knocked himself out.
Bro, I kicked myself out. I have never done it ever in the 39
And
episodes
you
of
was
my
talking
video.
about me when I was trying to do something. That's crazy.
My apologies. But guys,
Ugh.
all right. I'm trying to find my banner. That's what I was trying to do, and I must have swiped left too hard. Yeah.
Ugh, yeah.
All right. So this is the story. So I be on the YouTubes, right? YouTube is a good place for me to get entertainment, for me to enjoy myself, and for me to pass time when I'm bored, especially at work. I don't do that at work. I just do that at home. But listen, think about this. Think about this. Okay. When you go on YouTube, one of the things that I see all the time is getting more and more popular, and it's probably been popular. I've seen it for a while now, but it's just, to me, it's one of them things where when I start watching them, I just watch a bunch of them, and I don't know. I want to get your opinion about it. So I'm scrolling on the reels. The reels got all the info, and I see
You watch
these go.
YouTube Reels? Look at
Mhm.
that.
And I see these gold digger pranks. And I'm
Oh.
like, these are some of the best darn entertainment I have ever seen. They're great. Gold digger pranks soothe my spirit. I love seeing somebody flex up on somebody when they done did them dirty. So I saw one other day.
I be
And
thinking they be like, don't it be a skit? Not all of them be
sometimes
real.
some of them be fake. A lot of them nowadays be fake, but originally they
The
were
real
real.
ones was like, ooh, I used to like the real ones. I ain't even gonna count.
But now I'm just tired of seeing Bama's walk down the sidewalk. Anyway, so I seen one other day. The girl was like minding her business, right? And she was walking, and then the dude was like, "Excuse me." She was like, "I'm good." "Excuse me, I'm good." "Excuse me, I'm good." He was like, "You slow down." She slowed down. She started talking, and so she was like, that she just having a conversation. I got a man, I got a boyfriend, I got a man, yada yada. He's like, okay, cool. You can have friends, can't you? He was like, she was like, nah. And then he was like, can I get your number, your Instagram? She's like, you can get my Instagram, IG, whatever. So she walk away, and he proceeds to get in his car, and she comes back like gold digger prank dude. She came back and was like, let me get in. And she was like, I thought you had a man. She was like, I do, but can I get in? And I could be describing a million gold digger pranks right now. Like it's
Yeah,
most
you
of them
are.
like
There's a lot
this.
of them like this. Yeah.
But anyway, she get in the car and they talking, and he like, well, I feel like you're a gold digger. You ain't really want me for me. Anyway, I started seeing, and I never read the comments on these, but I started looking at them, and I was like, dang, the comment section really jumping on these. And so a lot of people will be talking about, they 9 out of 10 it's about the women or how fake it is. But when it's
Yeah.
real, it's about the women and how they are perceived to others. And it's just negative. Most times it's physical attributes about the woman. Sometimes it's the mentality the woman has. Sometimes it's the instant regret when she see the nice car or whatever. What do you think of, what are you pressed that women are, and this is specifically towards real gold diggers and the ones being paid to act like a gold digger? How are you pressed that these women are putting themselves through this for entertainment purposes? And how does this reflect towards women who are sincere women who don't look towards materialistic things for satisfaction in a partner?
That was a loaded question.
It's loaded like a baked
Yeah,
potato.
I'm trying to remember like everything you asked. I should have wrote it down.
Okay, let me simplify it. Are you pressed
Let's do one
when
at a
you
time.
see, yeah, are you pressed when you see women portrayed in the gold digger society light? So
Am I
gold digger.
personally impressed? No.
Okay. Okay.
But at the same time, I don't like it when that's not the case. Like if they was really like this wasn't a skit, right? And they really actually did a whole 180. Like, oh no, I want you. Like I'm like, so I mean, you get certain consequences when you make certain decisions. You know, you have a choice and a chance in everything in life. So you took the choice to say no at first, and the chance you took after the fact is gonna get you them consequences you didn't want. So it's just like, sir, you get what you get. Just like if it was a dude, like I don't know if you know who Kiana is, but she did a very similar version of it, but on guys.
Oh, Kiana, the girl at the gas station.
Yes,
Yeah.
where she was being like ugly, like making herself look not as appealing, and then switched up and had all them switched up. It's just like, hey, y'all switched up. Now you see what she really working with, and you want to holler at her. So I kind of feel like the same in each perspective. Like,
So
make
let
your
me ask you this
decision
question:
and
Are
stick on it.
people? Let me ask you this question: Is today's generation specifically? So that'll include Gen Z and Gen whatever we are. I guess
We
I'm
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z. What's the new
I'm Gen
Gen?
Z.
I'm Gen Z too. Really,
I
you
don't know.
not
They
Gen
don't.
Z?
I am Gen Z. Please do not try and push me into the next one because I learned the years. Okay.
I know I'm Gen Z. Gen Z started in '97.
And it ends in 2000.
That's 3 years. That don't sound right. Generations go longer than
It
that.
didn't start in 97. It
I
started in
think it.
90. It's from 90 to 2000.
No, that's Gen X. No, that's millennials. Millennials.
No, millennials end in 89.
No,
Yeah,
millennials
they
did.
do.
Uh-uh.
I'm
Millennials
pretty
ended,
sure.
bro. Millennials ended in 94, 95. Then Gen Z started in 97.
Okay, say 97 to 2012. I am Gen Z. How you gonna try and keep that's so far out?
Gen Z is 2012?
Yes.
That's Gen A. We're going back to the top. That's double A.
No,
I'm not a
they
loop.
like no, it's Gen Z. Because you got boomers, Gen X.
Gen
Uh,
X is
Gen X is
civil
like,
rights.
no, it's not. Gen X like daddy.
Civil freaking rights. Daddy born in 68. That's big Martin Luther King death date.
He was born in 67.
Okay. Big civil rights.
Okay, what was we even talking about, bro? Like, I don't even remember.
I don't know, but this is what I'm saying.
It say from 1990s it's starting birth years and it's early 2010s that's ending birth years. That's Gen Z. I knew I was not talking about.
All right, so today's generation, Gen Z and I guess Gen AA ain't started yet.
It ain't double A. They go to Roman numerals, but I don't
It's
know what it
Alpha,
is.
ain't it? I thought it was Gen
Oh
Alpha.
yeah, it's Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to start with.
I'm in the Kappa
The
generation.
Greek
You're to
Alpha.
the noobs. Y'all boy
Oh
tripping.
my gosh.
But so let's say so let's say this. Do you like how the women in Gen Z are being portrayed, and is this making them into wife material? Is the gold digger era aiding and abetting to women being more and more single as the years go by? Because back in the day, women be married. These women ain't getting married no more. And is that the
It ain't just on
men?
the women.
I understand, but is
Let's
this?
talk
I
about
understand. I understand, but this is what I'm standing on the lines of this question. Meaning, is this aiding and abetting in women staying single? The gold digger society. Gold
I
digger
don't
prank.
think it is. I don't think it is. If we looking just at the women that are portrayed in these gold digger pranks, they could easily get any man they wanted.
Not all of them.
Most of them though. For the ones that I've seen, like they wouldn't have no issue getting a dude if they. Most women don't have an issue getting a man if
that
they
ain't
want
my
one.
issue getting a dude. I said getting married.
I get that, but getting married ain't everybody's success story.
Okay.
And I
Tell
think
to me.
So I think that's really the difference with our generation because a lot of people don't look at marriage as success no more.
Hey, I'm catching your drill. So you saying the end goal for Gen Z ain't necessarily getting married? Not for everybody, but for some
not
people.
right now. For
Maybe
a lot
in
of
their
people,
40s.
Well, I ain't gonna say that late.
When they
but
start
I feel
listening
like,
to Sexy Red, I'm out of town thugging with my rounds.
Yeah, no, ma'am. I seen.
Did you see her twerking in front of Bobby Jones?
Seen it. I was like, oh my goodness gracious.
Let me tell y'all, if we still had the old format, Sexy Red and Bobby Jones would be the name of this episode because I would talk about it. I'm out of town.
I was just like, what is happening to the BET Awards? Like all the stuff that I seen, I was like, it's not elegant no more.
Bro, it's not sacred.
It used to be like something to be honored to be at. Not that it is not. Like people are still doing that, but it's starting to. And I just don't like
when they lost
the
me.
Stuff I'm seeing.
I love her from the bottom of my heart, but you know when they lost me, when Glorilla was up there on that lip and she said, like eat it like rich cream. And then she did the little arch her back. I said, oh, that's not it. Do the brush cream.
I think she's trying to increase her femininity, maybe.
She is, but she
and
needs
that's
to drink
she's
some green tea
developing.
for that voice.
But that's just her voice.
Gotta get with my rounds.
I don't know. That's a whole something. I don't even know if that's something.
That's a wild song.
I don't even know the song.
Have you ever heard the?
I've heard parts. I've heard parts of it, like from like TikTok and stuff like that. But I don't even know the name of the song.
It's called Pound Town.
Not something I would listen to. Off title alone.
This is why I stay in the 2000s. This is why I stay in the 2000s. You girls are too wild. Y'all not watching TV.
Nah, like
talk
really,
about booty hole brown.
It's crazy because like these girls really my age, and I'll be like, this is really what my generation be on, but I'm just not on it. Like our generation is really like we finna live our best life and we'll worry about all that married and have kids stuff in our 30s. That's literally what our generation said. So we're gonna get this money, we're gonna get this bag, we're gonna do whatever we gotta do to get it, and we'll worry about all that other stuff later.
I feel like our generation got two ways to go. We either gonna be super rich at retirement or super poor. Because these Bammers don't give 401k.
We be
these
quitting jobs.
We'll quit a job. Like we don't stay at a job.
But it's a risk. Look, it's risk and a reward.
The ratio hitting like if the money's straight across the street,
we gotta go. But look, I think this has to do a lot with not only us seeing how our parents dealt with so much in their fields of work. Like we really a generation that just be like, bro, we not dealing with that. Like there's a workplace toxicity and the culture that you got here, we don't have to be here. You need us to work for you to make money. So you gonna put some respect on me or we out. Like that's our generation mentality.
You mean to tell me y'all don't get paid every Friday? This a job is a no way. I'm
like, not gonna be real, here. Some of them really be like that.
Like bro,
only get 1 week off, pay vacation.
Mm-hmm. Bro, and on one hand, it's so admiring to see people my age multi-millionaires. It really is.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, I be seeing folks quit jobs left and right without.
I be like, no security. Like you ain't got nothing lined up. Like what you gonna figure it out?
Bro, you ain't got no plan. You don't have a plan.
See, I need a plan. I can't.
I need some type of
plan. I need some type of plan.
Like, I'm not even the biggest planner, but I gotta have some plan. Like you can't just be out.
We gotta have some type of general. Okay, what we gonna do? What we gonna do in the meantime? Or are we gonna find something and then when we leave, we got something like?
Cause you never know. I might get in shape, become a pro wrestler. You never know what I'll do.
Elliot,
be like, can you smell what the E is cooking? Huh?
You wouldn't even go back to football for me. You're gonna go to wrestling.
No, that's different. Football, nah, bro. You can't go back to football and you ain't played but 1 year in high school. You can't
a football player.
You can't, bro. Listen, you cannot go.
You just gonna jump into wrestling.
Wrestling is something I can learn. Bro, wrestling is something I can learn. Football is physical. Physical.
Can you hear that?
Nah, but I can hear your phone ring. But it's okay.
Oh, you can?
I hear it. It's all right.
It was Mama calling me. She wouldn't know that we was recording.
But so the thing is, I'm very curious as into are the gold digger pranks ever gonna stop? I hope they don't because they're very entertaining. But on one hand, is it by not stopping the gold digger pranks, are they damaging the culture? Are they damaging the way we view dating and or approaching women today?
I think it has for some dudes, and I don't even necessarily say that they shouldn't, because if a woman only wants you for what you have, you can lose that.
You can expose.
You are, like you're able to be exposed, replaced, and that's not to say like nobody can be replaced or anything. But if somebody wants to be with you, they should want to be for what's actually you, not what you can provide necessarily. Mm-hmm. Materialistically, but like the things that aren't as tangible, like the emotional, the spiritual, the mental support, that type of stuff is what they should desire from you, rather in like a collaboration than, oh, you could take me on a trip to Miami this weekend. Like, okay, Like,
For all
pay for
future
your own
gold
trip.
diggers, here's my word of advice.
Not all
90,
future.
yeah, 95% of the richest people out here, they ain't got no nice car, or they ain't got no big old
The
chain on.
real ones.
They ain't got no big chain on, so you got to judge them off something else. You got to look at his shoes.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Do
Yeah.
he have on shoes?
You
Do
see
he
that
have
watch
on-
he got on? Oh, that's real deal. Like, you have to really know what you about. But
It
that
ain't
mean
gonna
you
be a bust down roller. It's gonna be plain
Yeah,
Jane.
it's
Can
gonna
you
be-
identify plain Jane? Can you identify the 401k status? Can you
yeah.
identify the life insurance pot? Can you?
Life insurance? Why you trying to see that? That's past gold digger if you look at that life insurance.
Hey, can you do a checks and balances with the 3 glances? Can you do checks and balances with 3 glances? What you say? You could have
3 glances of what? I said
Checks
if
and
they
balances.
looking at life insurance policies, they a murderer.
Facts. But nah, can you look at can you detail research net worth without Googling it? Look at this brother's look at this brother's style, his swagger. Is that suit a JC Penney suit? Is that a ASOS suit? Or is that a Tom Ford suit?
Even that big of a deal though.
Is it? Is love anymore if we ain't got love? That was a bar.
Yeah.
It's love if we ain't got love? No, it's not, because love comes from the one up above.
Yes, it does. Even though you're trying to rhyme right now.
I'm trying to think of something else.
You try to be so serious and it's just not going.
Love is so good, you better not mangle. I'm dressed in all white like an angel.
Okay, what was your last question?
I forgot.
You already trying to rap about love.
So let's think about it. Okay, my closing remarks, and I just want to hear your closing remarks. Well, technically, this is your closing remarks. What are your closing remarks?
No, you the juror.
Gold digger. No, I'm gonna get to my points. I just want to hear your closing remarks before I make my final points. Before I go into deliberation. So, what do you think about the gold digger society, the gold digger prank society, and damaging the image of women looking for a serious relationship? Final remarks.
I think in general the gold digger pranks, all that stuff is a trend and it will eventually fall off.
Okay.
But as far as the lasting impacts of it towards women actually looking for something, I think if you're a man in likewise mentality and looking for something real, you will be able to recognize that in the woman that you meet. And so therefore it should not impact real women.
Okay. Are you done?
I am. That was it. That was the word.
Let's go to the liberation. All right, we're back. Hey guys, I'm the juror, lead juror J Leg, and I'm here to announce the jury's decision on gold digger versus the state. We are in favor of said gold digger, and I'm gonna make us. This is the first time the defendant has not won the case. The closing remark had an issue with the underlying statement. Thine saith that it.
Boy, say it regular, please.
Thine saith that a man will be able to distinguish between what's real and what's not.
I said should be able to.
The juror has come back to say ninjas is stupid. They're not gonna be able to tell the difference. Okay. These ninjas go marry the gold digger because she fine, got the bubble surgery, and she got the lips. She gonna be able to get what she wants.
And you know what I say? It's
gonna mess up the good men in America, and he gonna be scarred when it's time to come find you. The juror has.
That's true. That's a true statement. He definitely will be screwed when he come to find me, but he needs to get right, okay? Because you know what? Between me and her, if I become an option, choose her because you made your choice already.
Okay, the juror's out for recess. All right, we're back. The juror has sided with the defendant because that statement was amazing. You need to get yourself together before you come to a real black sister, before you come to a sister who loves God, or before you come to a person who puts God first in her life. You gonna be second if you'll be able to fulfill that spot. Trust God.
I agree with your statement, but you're just so extra. Oh my God.
The jury has went to recess. We came back after recess and we decided to decide with the defendant. We thought we made history on here at the MamaHeDidIt podcast, but we haven't. We side with Jess in the gold digger versus the state case. My case is closed. Court adjourned. All right, that was fun.
I see you had a lot of fun with that one.
A blast. Well, guys, let me tell you, we've come to the I can't get my words out. We've come to the final, the little last end, the close, the departing ways. Just you have anything you want to leave with the people having on their mind for the rest of the week?
Yeah, not really, but be great. Be great. Don't go messing up nobody else's day, like Tab say.
Oh, that's a good one. My closing remarks are: be safe, keep your head on straight, think clearly, be concise, and don't be falling for these gold diggers, men or women. Tenfold. Guys, if you tuned in this far to the end of the show, make sure you leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you go down, follow us on all social medias. You already know the thing. It's been scrolling the bottom of my whole screen the whole doggone time. You can see it. Do it. If you see it, like it, love it, tell somebody. Other than that, it's been your boy J Leg.
And I've been your girl Jess.
And we'll see y'all at the convention, conference, and the concession. Peace.
Peace.